with a couple of questions that were asked. And the first question is, in some of the books, it's written that only a male person or male human being is of Arihanta or Siddhas. Why cannot a female human being attain this pad?
Everybody can hear me, Janendra?
Yes, uncle, we can hear you.
Okay. This question, it is like how different sect is interpreting some of the definition different way. And that's the, once you interpret one thing one way, then it makes logical sense. Like Digambar tradition believes one way, and the Svetambar tradition believes another way with regard to definition of non-possession. Okay, the definition of non-possession, literally, the way the Digambar sect believes, that literally one has to be absolutely no clothes wearing to fulfill the non-possession definition. And since for woman it is not possible to be in that state for going for gochari or anything else, and that's why they said whenever you have to interface with somebody, for men it is not a problem, but for women, no, that is a problem. And since women cannot attain that state, that is why their interpretation is that women cannot attain liberation. They have to be reborn as a man. And with this kind of the interpretation, they are right. Once you interpret it that way for the definition of non-possession. Svetambar tradition believes different way. What they are saying, it is not the physical things, but it is the possessiveness. You can remain whatever minimum things needed, you keep it with you, because you cannot remain by yourself as a renunciation person. You need for your survival, for your healthy survival, you need to eat food. Since you cannot cook, you cannot have any of those positions, you have to go to the community, and whatever the tradition have, Svetambar has a one way of getting the gochari, Digambar has another tradition, another way of doing it. But whatever it is, you have to interface with the people. So for women, it is not possible. And since they have to wear whatever minimum clothes, whichever culture they are in, they need to have that clothes. And because they are having a possession, that means they are having no attachment. Whenever you have a possession, Digambar believes that if you have a possession, you have attachment. And since you have attachments, you cannot attain the liberation. The Svetambar tradition believes it is not necessary whenever you have possession, you always have the attachment. Whatever is minimum needed to come to the society, if you are living in a cave someplace, you don't have to wear, even women doesn't have to wear any clothes if she is by herself in a meditative state. So this is the different interpretation, and because of the different interpretation, like Mallinath Bhagwan, Digambars believe he was a male, while Shwetambar believes no, she is a female. And there is a stories, no, each one have their own stories, and this is how it is happening. So you need to understand it is not um, like, but the what I'm trying to tell you, the way the one should interpret it, it is not the possession or non-possessive. Can you do meditation? Any human body is the one can do the meditation. Or this is again how I interpret it. Ultimately, what is our goal? We want to realize, like in the beginning, the first slide I explained that we need to realize ourselves. The first slide, if you look into it, or let me just show you the slide, because the person may have asked the question this way. Just 1 minute, okay? Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, you are God, you are pure soul. Recognize yourself. Develop inner divine qualities to become God. These are, we wanted to recognize who we are. We are already that way. We do not recognize we are pure soul. And that is the reason, and only way you can recognize is meditation. Without meditation, you cannot attain liberation. Who can do meditation? Animals cannot do meditation, or not to the extreme level of meditation where you are fully recognize yourself. Okay? Only human has that limit, the body, whether it's a male or female. Both can recognize themselves through meditation. So if you can do the meditation, I believe you can attain liberation. Now, if you cannot do the meditation, naturally, you will not be able to attain the liberation. And depends upon the meditation means 100% all the time you are living in present. 100% all the time you are living in the present. That is the ultimate definition of the meditation. Because if you live in the present, then you are fully recognizing that you are soul, not the body. Once you are in that state, you become Kevali, because what is the Keval done? Just I am soul. That knowledge base exists with me all the time. Okay? I am soul, not the body. So again, at the very high level, you can achieve through the meditation. It is not whether you wearing clothes or if you not wearing the clothes, or it is not possessiveness. Yes, when you have any possessiveness, then you are not pure, because that is a defect, that is impurity. And but without any possessiveness truly to occur, it is not like, oh, I have a big house, but I don't have any possession. That one you are cheating yourself. Okay? For most of the people. However, there are stories like Janak Vidhi stories in Jain literatures. You will find it that even though he was ruling the kingdom, and when somebody said, "Hey, Janak, your palace is burning," and he said, "Rush," and he did not go anywhere. He said, "Nothing, mine is burning." So you can see, so those kind of the stories where people have the possession, but there is no attachment to the possession. So the point what I'm trying to bring it out again, those kind of the interpretation are going to occur. Different sect will interpret it different way. These kind of the things are going to happen. You cannot avoid it. The fact is we have so many sects and subsects. We got the Digambar, Swetambar, Stanakpati, Tarampanthi, Tirapanthi. You just name it, Srimad, Kanji Swami's, everybody, claiming, everybody's interpreting their way. First of all, you ask yourself, based on your personality, which one is suiting for me? Which one is really suited? Ask your personality and then do. As long as you are reducing and eliminating your mithyatva and reducing your kashai, you are in the right path. Of course, this is a pancham kal and all other things that comes into it, that you can advance so much and so far. And but while we are in the mithyatva state or in the path of progression, don't come into this kind of the things. If a woman believes that I cannot attain liberation, nobody, even Mahavira, cannot help. Okay? If women says, look, I can attain, I can truly achieve that state of non-possessiveness, because that's the ultimate. Not to have a possession so that you don't have a possession. But it is not like so that they are two different things. Beggar doesn't have any possession, and he has still significant possessiveness, attachment to whatever he little things now he may have. Or no, he will be moving from one place to another place to get the possession. That shows it's all possession. So what I'm trying to bring it out, that of course these kind of the questions will come. It will bother. Our main objective, we have a very short time left, whatever the short time we have it, okay? Instead of wasting your time in a different, this kind of because it is not going to make any difference. If a person don't believe that person cannot attain liberation, then cannot attain liberation. If a person believes it, since I'm able to meditate myself and I can truly achieve that non-possessive state, then just continue, trust yourself. And that's what Lord Mahavira told you, okay? Recognize yourself, develop the inner divine qualities, and if any soul puts effort in the right direction, that soul can become God. God means pure soul, Paramatma, all right? So that is my answer, in that sense. This is how I interpret it. And I went through the same experiences. Like I have two daughters. Of course, they are there. They don't believe any of these things. All right. My wife believes it. So, now she's changed. But what I'm trying to tell you, it's after living, 50 years in this country. This country, the culture is so different versus comparative to the India, that you are going to have that clash is going to occur. All right. Any question follow on these things? I think this is really my answer. All right. Tejal?